Lesson number one for 5 Lesson Friday is the expression once and for all. Once and for all. Have you heard this one before? Very, very common amongst native English speakers. And if you're, if you're an intermediate or above English learner, this is something that you should really put into your vocabulary and start using. So let's have a look. What does once and for all mean? Well, once and for all really means to do something finally and decisively, and in a way that is going to resolve the issue or the situation permanently. You're going to fix that situation permanently if you say once and for all. It really implies that a decision has been made or an action has been taken that will put an end to something completely. So you don't need to, you don't need to keep discussing it. If it's something's done once and for all, you don't need to keep discussing it. It's going to be put to bed. It's another good expression, put to bed. It's going to be put to bed and it's going to be the end of that situation once and for all. So let's have a look at a couple of examples that'll put it into context how we can use this excellent phrase, this excellent expression. The first example we've got is I'm going to clean my room once and for all today. I'm going to clean my room once and for all today. Maybe you've got a teenager or you've got a house that's you've been putting it off, cleaning this room, but you've made a decision that you're going to do it. And you're going to do it thoroughly, you're going to do it completely so that it stays clean from that point on. So I'm going to clean it once and for all. I've been putting it off for ages. I'm going to clean it, I'm going to tidy it and make sure it doesn't get into a bad state. My room's not in a bad state again. I'm going to clean my room once and for all. I've made the decision that is going to really make sure that the room stays clean once and for all. So the second one, and probably the most common way that you will use it, is this sentence. Let's settle this argument once and for all. Let's settle this dispute. Let's settle this argument once and for all. And this means that you want to resolve the argument completely and decisively, so in the future we don't have the same argument. We don't have the same disagreements. We're going to settle this dispute once and for all. We don't want to have this dispute in the future. So that's probably one of the most common ways that we use it. Let's settle this argument once and for all. You say this, I say that. Okay, let's settle it once and for all. Let's make sure we never have this argument again. Let's completely and decisively resolve this dispute. So let's settle this argument once and for all. Really good example. The third example we've got, and again, a very, very common one, is I'm quitting smoking once and for all. This means you've taken the decision to stop smoking completely and permanently, and you're not going to start again. Can be used with any vice or any habit that you have that you want to change. I'm going to do this once and for all. I'm going to quit drinking once and for all. I'm going to quit smoking once and for all. I've made that decision decisively and thoroughly and completely. I'm not going to have it again. So there we go. 3 examples. Hopefully that's put it in a bit of a context for you that you can, you can start using it. Let's see if you can start using it in any, give me your examples. Head along to our Facebook group, our Get English Tips Facebook group, and leave your example. And as always, I will check it for you. So what other similar phrases do we have that are similar to once and for all? Well, we've got for good, which is very common. I'm going to I'm going to quit smoking for good. And again, this also means permanently or forever. But the main difference between for good and once and for all is that once and for all really emphasizes and really stresses the idea of you've made that decision. There's a finality and it's really strong, more strong or stronger than the phrase for good. Okay, so once and for all really emphasizes that you've made a decision, it's a final decision, and it's a very strong decision, once and for all. So, as I mentioned, go along to our Facebook community and see if you can leave your example. And as always, I will check it for you. Once and for all, good one to use. Let's see how you can use it.